In number 3, we're jumping up again. We're coming back for our crown. They stole our crown the last time around while they had us locked down. But the people of number 3 are saying we are coming back for a crown. That crown belongs on Labour's head. And the one who sits in that seat right now is yours truly, King Conrads. Comrades, it's so nice to see so many of you here in Tabernacle this evening. And despite the time you have all the energy in the world, I want to send a special thank you to all the comrades and all the citizens for all of your well wishes sent to me and the rest of the team on our nomination on Tuesday. Put your hands together for the Labour Massive. Someone asked me to send some special greetings to Pats all the way in Miami. So a special good night to you. Comrades of constituency number 3 and the rest of this country, I present myself to you as a candidate to offer strong and stable representation for constituency number 3. The people of number 3 are crying out. They are crying out for good representation in government. And I have given a commitment to start working from month 1 and not month 25. Some people don't want you to count the first 24 months. But in our system, you have to get working right away. Because a government can be called to an end at any time. An election can be called at any time. And so every day you wake up as a representative for a constituency, you must be working on their behalf. Because if anything were to happen, they would be able to say, he was working all along. But in constituency number 3, we have not had that. Someone believed that the seat was given to them, and so they have it on a platter. And as a result of that, over the last 7 years, the constituency has been largely neglected by this coalition government. And there is plenty work to do. There is plenty work to do to build the constituency and make it a premier constituency once again in our country. And so, in constituency number 3, we have identified 9 pillars of success. Pillars for strong representation in constituency number 3. I want to go to them with you tonight very briefly. Community development, where we are going to be focusing on housing and infrastructure development. Engineering a greener digital future. Small businesses, agriculture, and entrepreneurship. Health, wellness, security, and caring for our elders. Sports development. Our youth and education. History and culture. Family man. And finally, accountability, transparency, and representation. Under those 9 pillars, I give a commitment to bring strong and stable representation to you that is serious about your affairs and not of anyone else's. But tonight, I want to focus on one of these pillars because there has been a lot of talk around one of the issues that I have brought to you for the last couple months. So we're going to talk today about tonight about community development, our housing and infrastructural development. And I've said all along that we give a commitment to construct at least 200 new hurricane resilient and energy efficient affordable homes for the people of constituency number 3. And that includes that program which I've spoken about so many times, that bundle of materials, such that young men and resourceful young women as well, who have the ability to get the labor to build their houses themselves, we will provide to you a bundle of materials to aid you in constructing your very own home. You will get the materials at each phase of the construction, and you will have a hand in ensuring your security with a roof over your head for the rest of your life. But one of the important things I've been talking about for the last couple months is for the people of Lagreed, where the people of Lagreed have occupied the lands now for many, many, many years, decades and generations. And I said that just like the people in the village who occupied the lands that was there for housing during the time of the sugar industry, that when the St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party got to government in 1995, because those people were on that land for generations and decades, the Labour Party transferred ownership to those people. And all they had to pay were their transfer fees because they were on the land for so long. And so we are saying the same thing for the people of Lagreed. That because they have been on the land for so long, 20, 30, 40. Today I spoke with a guy who was there for 50 years. We are saying that you will own the land. We will transfer ownership from the government to you. And all you have to pay is your transfer fees. So after I've said that, Akila Nisbet went up on stage on Tuesday night saying that she had a big announcement to make. And this big announcement was that on Wednesday morning, she was going to provide the title of the land for the people of Lagreed. When I heard her say that, I said, the title? I know that that takes a process. I know that there are steps in order to get your title for your land. But I say, I'm going to wait and see. Because I know that that young lady could not be going on a stage and telling a blatant lie. So, today, I had the opportunity to meet with some of the residents of Lagreed. And after Akila Nisbet went on a national platform to say that she will deliver the title of the land for the people of Lagreed, it is unbelievable to me that what she delivered to them was a blank copy of a certificate of title. A blank copy of a certificate of title with a letter of instruction of how they must go about to purchase the land. And so I asked myself, is it that Akila is an unapologetic liar? Or is something going amiss? Because how could you go on a national political platform where everyone can check the veracity or the truthfulness of your statement and say that you are transferring ownership to the persons in Lagreed by giving them their title to their land? How is this possible? Is it that she does not understand? And so the people of Lagreed have now realized that this was just gimmickry and trickery just like 2 years ago. They are at the very same place they were 2 years ago. Those of you who have gotten government land, when you get an allocation letter from the government tells you to go and get the land surveyed, right? When you get the land surveyed, the surveyor gives you a blank copy of the COT. That doesn't give you any ownership. All it says is that it's surveyed, how big it is, and so on, etc. Put your name there and so on. But then you have to now go and complete the transaction. You have to pay the government over time before the crown, you can be issued a crown grant because the land is government owned. And then you have to go to the courthouse and have that transferred to you. And then the registrar has to sign and stamp and seal your COT. And then register it in the land registry. But I thought all of that happened. But none of that happened. In fact, over the past couple days, they called people off of vacation to help with this trickery that they're trying to play on the people of Lagreed. I am saying to you, the persons in constituency number 3, and especially the people of Lagreed, how can you ever trust someone like that? making you think that you're turning up on a Wednesday morning to get your title to say that you own the land, only to be told or to realize that it's a blank copy of the certificate of title with a letter that tells you that you have to pay X amount of thousand for your land. Well, on August 5th, when you go to the polls and vote for Congress Maynard, you can keep that blank copy of your certificate of title, but you could throw away the letter that say you got to purchase the land, because we will transfer the ownership of the land to you at no cost, and all you have to do is pay your transfer fees. That is real representation. That is strong representation. And so I want to tell the people of Lagwe to reject Akila and her blatant and deceptive lies. It is unnecessary in our politics, and it is very shameful. And we must ask ourselves, why is the reason for that? And so, without going on too much longer this evening, as we get later into the evening, I want one more time to encourage all of the people in constituency number 3 to reject this type of representation. Akila has depended on a platform of lies because she has no record to stand on. The hospital is in disrepair. Areas of the constituency that supported her are now abandoning her. And so we are asking you to get rid of all of them. Get rid of Akila Nisbet and Timothy Harris, because it's time for us to have strong and stable representation. So comrades, as I wrap up, I want to make sure that I endorse my comrade colleague right here in Natta Nation. Are you ready, constituency number 7? I want to remind you that your ballot is a secret thing, and the rest of the country is saying that they're going with Labour. I am asking the people of Tabernacle and constituency number 7 to come along with us. And on election day, do what you got to do. Smile where you got to smile. Take whatever picture you got to take. But when you go into the polls, put your X next to the hand and deliver to Timothy Harris a shocker of his lifetime. Because we are the ones that have the A team, led by the A leader, Dr. Terence Drew. And I'm asking you to go to the polls on August 5th and elect every single one of the Labour candidates so that we can return all 8 seats and get a strong mandate of governance here in this country. So I ask you, are you ready? You ready to be jumping up again? You sure you're ready to be jumping up again? Next Wednesday, I want to invite you right now to a big public meeting in the heart of the village on Wilkins Street, where we're going to jump up again as we go into the elections on Friday. So remember that. On Wednesday, come out in your numbers for constituency number 3 as we wrap and close up our election campaign. Comrades, I want to wish you all the best this evening. Have a wonderful evening. And Mr. DJ, let me jump again as the people head home. God bless you. I love you. Have a wonderful evening.